Okay, it's Monday, and we got Monday problems. I did work on the car a little bit yesterday. My buddy Nick was over with his wife, and so we dinked around on her car a little bit, and I had to do a couple things on this in the meantime, so got some stuff done on a Sunday. Ooh, that breeze is chilly. So I haven't really moved the car around much. And I found out something. It's kind of a bummer. But that's what I'm going to try and fix today. I might do that right now. Ugh, I really don't want to. Okay, let's go over here. I'm going to see if I can show you what I'm talking about. But it's up there. So as you know, we've got the wheels on there. So what we did yesterday, tail lights, got those installed. They're all dusty. I did start doing some sanding on those. And then I actually secured the grille and the headlights and the corner marker. Here's something annoying. I for sure had like 3 sets of these because I've had a couple of these cars past couple months that have parted out and stuff like that, and now I can't find this light anymore. So maybe I'll end up going to a junkyard or something to get one of those because I can't imagine they're more than $6. But my wheels, my drag DR31s, and 17 by 9.5 plus, I think they're plus 35. They hit the coilover in the back. So, car's not really drivable. Nick and I probably spent a good 45 minutes messing around with ride height and spacers and stuff like that. I've currently got 10 millimeters of spacer on the freaking back of this thing, and the fitment's like, cool, looks good. But you can't put 10 mils of spacer on these cars without, you know, only grabbing like 3 turns on the lug nut. So that doesn't really work. And I think I stripped one of them. I was trying to blast those on there. And even with 10 mils, it still hits. The front's fine. Front doesn't hit anything. It's a little sunk. Jeez. Hopefully I can pull some camber out. So yeah, I gotta fix that and then keep on that wet sanding train. Trying to get this thing done. Yeah, I started doing this too. And I got a lot of the tape off the car because I'm gonna have to tape this off and paint that like a satin black or something. Because whoever spray painted the car before they just masked the windows, not the trim. They wanted the trim to match the car. Kind of dumb. Anyways, I think what I'm gonna do first is, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna get under the car and see if I can show you where it's touching. Let's go ahead and do that. So you can see the coil over there. See if I can get my light. Can't really see that. Well, I guess you can. So you can see the lip of the wheel is like right on the coilover, and then you also notice on the wheel itself it's contacting. More so on the wheel weights on the inside than anything. So my plan is it looks like it's just barely touching that collar. So I think if I raise the car up more, it will be on the actual like threaded part, and then we're chilling, I hope. And I can take one of the 5 mils off because I can't even drive it like this. So yeah, that's kind of my plan, I think. So I should probably blast the wheels off and see if I can fix it that way. All right. Ooh, yeah, so you can see where it's been hanging out. So my goal is hopefully if I move the strut itself up in the sleeve, there will be a further gap between here and the top, which makes this lower, which means that the wheel will then revolve around it instead of into it. I hope. So let's try that. I also don't know how far. Oh, good God. That's another concern because these shock bodies go all the way through. If I do raise them up to a point where there's not enough thread in here, that could be a problem. And if I stick my hand in here, I can't touch the strut. So I need to figure that out. Rubby in the rear, so we're good there. I had some WRX side skirts laying around off of that bug eye I have outside. And I remember seeing a picture, God, it was probably 8 years ago now, of one of these Imprezas with just the WRX side skirts on it. And I thought it looked pretty good, so I decided I'd just try and mock them up real quick and see how hard it would be to make them work. And might use them. So I've kind of got them zip tied in the front, and then I've just got them propped up in the back. Here's the only issue, which I think is a little funny, but they're short. See? So I'm wondering, this is riding pretty far in the front anyways. I'm wondering, this is already cracked. So I'm wondering if I can just trim this a little bit and heat it up, and then use the normal mounting hole on the side here and just move them back far enough so that there's like, I don't know, so that's even. And I think if I did that and my doors can open and close, I think I'll run them. Because I've got the spats for the back that I got to put on too. And I really wish I had a front lip, but I don't. Doesn't look too bad. I'll be sick. Should they be shiny? I don't know. Oh, and also, so I lost that corner marker. Also, can't find my gas door. Never painted it. Yes. So I'm gonna go pull a gas door off the RS real quick. It's pretty easy. It's just 2 Phillips right there, right there. Seems a little excessive, but what do you mean? Well, that's what I get for being an idiot. Idiot. Whatever. It's good. I even did it without even getting it. Now, I need these. And I want this. Is that the same? I don't know. Anyways. Okay, so what we have here are gas door, just pulled that off. These vents, I did a terrible job, and they're still red everywhere. I have one of the mirrors that came off the car. Just trying to like sit it up there for reference. So it kind of looks like that. Oh yeah, that'll look okay. There you have it. So I need to scuff up my pile here and fire up the old paint gun. Scuffed up and taped up good. So now I've just got my microfiber and my wax and grease remover. We'll get these cleaned, and then what I think I'm gonna do, because I did such a bad job on the vents last time, is I wanna try and hang those in the mirror. So I might use my engine stand. So just see if I can find some wire that I can run through this and then wire that stuff up. And then we'll shoot it, and that means the only thing we have. Found the gas door. Son of a bitch. Well, this one has a dent in it, so I guess, okay. Well, there's that, of course. All right. Wipe down, then paint. Everything clean enough, and I got my engine hoist rigged up, so I'll show you what we're working with. Zip tie's got to be your best friend, you know what I mean? So I've got the mirrors hung on the bottom of the stand and cable tied the wiring. And then the vents, I zip tied them to the top against each other so that I could just douse them. And then I've got my gas door zip tied to the back of this chair. So let's get this thing going. Luckily, I was able to use paint that I left in the gun from yesterday. I don't know how that happened, but gas door's good. Vents are covered. Mirrors are also covered. I think that's really it for the gloss black. I don't think there's any more stuff I got to do. Getting close. Gotta do all of the window trim. All of it's hammered, but I'm gonna do that with a satin. I don't think gloss black trim looks good. I think it looks bad. So I'm gonna open the shop, kind of let it air out here because it's pretty heavy. Another news, yesterday I made a nice oopsie. So that looks good. Sanded right through it. Yeah, fine. I took away my own power tool privileges, so it's kind of slow going, but quarter panel. I think this is the fender that has all the runs in it. Yes, I don't know if you can see that though. Oh yeah, you can. So I gotta get those out. Also, small secret. In reality, if I just wet sand the top of the doors above the trim and buff that, no one's ever gonna look at the bottom. It's shiny. People will look at the top and be like, this thing's nice. And then we'll move on. So yeah, it's kind of where we're at. I need a break from hand sanding. I think I got all the runs out. I think. So then, or so now, I need to go over everything with 3000 grit. And then polish it 4 or 5 times. Then it probably is going to look okay, I think. Doesn't look like much, but it took some time. Just gotta get one more shot of it because it's come so far. Really wish I had the freaking sport wing for the back, or the Outback sport wing, because it makes the car look a lot better in the back. And there's a wing that goes here too. That's pretty nice. But I think I've expended most of my budget on this thing, so let's move on. RIP to my floor that I just freaking cleaned.